Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Canyon. Welcome back to another installment of Wheelin' Wednesday. It is Crawlympics. It is, and here's that 50-cent word that we love around here, the penultimate installment of Stage 3. This is Group 6. This is Group 6 of 7. You see that there's 5 on the table instead of the 4. We've got Daphne over there carrying over from the bubble group. Should be fine. Unique today. Is there something unique today, you ask? Questions? Yes. 3 TRX4s out there today. Daphne, Rusty, and Sandy, all TRX4s. We've got the good old Jake the Snake right there in the middle. Let's talk for just a second about Jake the Snake. He almost won Stage 1. He basically won Stage 2. One of the most effortless performances. And he gets to run middle of the group here in the group. He's just, it's a semi-charmed life for Jake the Snake. And then the oddball out there, Rainbird, the tiniest battery, the tiniest motor, the tiniest everything there on Rainbird. But he's kind of built for this kind of stuff. Wider in the front, skinnier in the back. He's got the tools. So Daphne, Sandy, Jake, Rainbird. I'm sorry, Daphne, Rusty, Jake, Rainbird, Sandy, in that order. They are on the order on the table that was chosen by the Wheel of Names, save for Daphne because she is the carryover from the aforementioned bubble group, meaning she has to run first. Sometimes there are not advantages. There are a little bit of... Also, I want you to look at the orientation of the radios. MX3X, a trio of RC4s, and then the hot racing. So Jake is right in the middle of the radio I'm most comfortable with, the Radiolink RC4s. So Jake is in that prime position, no excuses on there. It is still the 21 and under points to carry over, and we have not decided if everybody that makes it, it seems like a punishment for everybody that made it if they don't get to go through to the final, but I don't want the finals group to be 7 weeks long. You know, I'd like 3 to 4 weeks for the finals tops. So we will see how these 5 go. There's 5 more to go after these. We still have 10 rigs to go as of we're recording right now. We have 0 tire commonalities here. I don't think, okay, Jake and Rusty are both on J Concepts, but we're talking Class 2 Tusks and what I think they would classify as Class 0 bounty hunters. And it's just a mix. It's an absolute mix. It's a mix of motors. There's a mix of brush motors, brushless motors, outrunners. You name it, we're out there. There is just one solitary Fusion out there, and it's a Mini 16 in Rainbird. This is an almost Fusion-free group. 2 brushed, 2 outrunners, 1 Fusion. You know what? It should be good. A day of fake competition is always a good day. They run in that exact order. We hope for no breakages. The wind is kind of cooperating for the moment. We'll get them powered up. We'll get you out on the rocks, and we'll get you on your way. Crawlympics 2024-25. Stage 3, Group 6. We're well past halfway in these shenanigans, and that's good because we're a good 4 months into it. And first up, good old Daphne the Sport. The answer when anybody asks me, you know, the ultimate Sophie's choice, you can only keep one. Who's it going to be? It's Daphne the Sport. It's not because she's the ultimate performer. She doesn't beat everybody on the rocks. That's not what it's about. I learned much of what I know about toy cars that go slow in the process of building Daphne the Sport. That's the first bumper I ever welded up. I learned the first set of G2 axles. I learned you don't. So that's a 4. Now, there was a question in the last one about how if it's a roll to ground and there's a reverse on the ground, is that a 6? And we're gonna attack it from the perspective of that's a reverse. So she's on a 6. We're going to attack at the perspective of it's one or the t'other. That's way too... Oh, it's so bad. I'm sorry, Daphne. So that's a lava and 2 reverses. She's already on 8, and there's no way we're going to get past that. So that's 15. Sometimes being first out, well, let's be honest about it. Always being first out does not work out well. She is now real rough on points. There's just a full push. What'd I say, 15? All right, 17. Yeah, she does not have a chance on the day, I don't think. Any gate strike, a drop to lava will not eliminate her, but any gate strike will, you never know. She might dig deep, you know? This is iffy right here. Okay, we are on 21. So and I've already forgotten. We're too many weeks in. I couldn't remember. Is it 21 or bust, or you bust? It should be 21 or anything over 20. All right, whatever it is, she's on that limit. Any points from here is an elimination, and we haven't even decided if in the future, we haven't decided if all the 21s are even going. That might be it right there. Okay, I would like you to draw your attention to that rear tire, because what we've done, I didn't know was actually physically possible. She is inextricably mired here. And there's the ball. Her tire had closed like a camera shutter. Just not Daphne's day. Is she still the rig that I would take? Yes. So we hope for the best and we prepare for the worst. Rusty has pretty much the worst ground clearance of anybody out here. Okay, he fully hit that ball and it didn't fall off. So the course the course is on Rusty's side. He also has sliders, and I shake my fist at the sky and I say, sliders. But what you also get with 393s is just a real low center of gravity. Straight axles to a TRX4 gearbox as well, which is, you know, not smart. Full bumpers, also not smart. But what he can do, so okay, we're gonna do this. That way there's no question as to whether there was a reverse or not. So it's a smaller group that can get through here without. Okay. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. All right, I mean, I'm not here to just outright eliminate everybody. But the 39, I'm sorry, the 393s will not get through here. And I mean, if we go by the scoring that everybody has to go by, oh, the death rattle. Oh, I'm sorry, Rusty. This is not a fitting way to go out, but that's a 24 and that's a bust. So certainly certainly an inauspicious beginning from the first two out on the course. Daphne sort of made it to 7. The camera person has left their phone off silent. They will not be fired. They will be made to do more work. That's how it works around here. You don't get fired. You can shake your fist all day. Okay, I gotta get in the mode. I am back to the radio that I'm more comfortable with. Jake the Snake he's a slithery, snaky boy. No one has managed to do this transfer without rolling to ground. Jake the Snake is Jake the Snake. And honestly, slithered through that again as effortlessly as anyone else. That was weird there. I had a little dead stick moment there. I know I talk about this, about the difference in handling when you set one controller down and you pick up another. Good grief. Jake is so immediate in his response. It almost makes sense. As he moves his way through the course, it almost makes sense that Sorka will never let the tusk into competition. Like, there's a reason. Even when he comes through and drops, it's just so... You never think, oh, he's straight axled. He just pulls through every situation. Like right here, look at this hang right here. What are we doing, Jake? Okay, now this is a bad entry, right? We're gonna bump. So he's gonna pull a 2. We're gonna go to right there. And we're gonna hope that it was enough. Was it enough? Like a slithery snake. It's like every time Jake comes out, he's got something to prove. He's like, I will show that I can do all the things better than everyone else. Okay, this entry is very important. I need to get right there. Okay, again, not portaled, just popped it through and cleared it, not by a little, but rather by a lot. Down into the bottoms, we come across full name, Jacob the Snake is just, I mean, what, like, anyone else that comes out on the course, the question is, what are we doing? Jake the Snake, don't get too full of yourself yet. Got to pull that rear. The rear will sometimes get a little caught. Right there. Jake the Snake, a 2, a single reverse at gate 6. Jake the Snake wants to come out and say, I am the best at this. After a snake, a bird. Rainbird got its name because in the divine wisdom of the designers of the 10 Pro, they put the spur gear so close to the servo mount that it makes a sound. Well, Rainbird bears no resemblance to what he began as, and is now fitted with a Fusion Mini 16, rocking 3000 kV on 3S, meaning he runs a 10, yes, count them, ladies and gentlemen, 10 tooth pinion piped into a 90 tooth spur, which means 9-to-1 spur to pinion reduction. We're not, no one else is close to that. He's very, very skinny. His weight is very, very low. He's fitted with pins, which means he can do stuff like this. There was a little point there. There was an intermediate point when approaching that gate where one tire was basically in contact with the ground, had full contact. And in terms of driving differently, he's probably nearly 2 pounds lighter than Jake. Now, will he pull or will he pin? No, we got to take a 2 here. A reverse is 1 reverse, so he's on 2. Because what we want is we want 3000 kV to go this slow. And we're going to do whatever we can. Would he be like, would his performance be improved by having a different motor? I mean, you could probably just put a Fusion SE1200 in there and get equivalent performance and not have to run 1090. So he started off with the chicka of the spur gear interference, and now he's got the growl of 1090. Is that going to come in? Is that going to come in? Is that going to come in? That's a short list, everybody. It is a short list of rigs who've gone. That was a kill on 6. That's what it looks like when you kill gate 6. Now, straight axled as well, 10 Pro axles, the best implementation, in my estimation, the best implementation of behind the axle steering. We still are sitting on 2. He's so skinny. You know what this is? This is very different approaches to try to get to the same result. I don't foresee Rainbird having any problems through here. Also, we worked, man. We worked to get Rainbird into this condition. And Jake, we threw parts at a set of rails, and there he is. Did we just, we'll wait till we pull through. Did we just watch back-to-back 2s? Because I'm pretty sure we just watched back-to-back 2s. Green line. That's a noisy thing. And last up in today's group of 5, Sandy. Sandy's a TRX4 Sport. Straight up. Sport fenders, sport body, sport tires, brushed motor. Sandy will, no matter what Sandy does, we'll go, yeah, that seems about right. If Sandy starts busting gates and knocking them off, we'd go, well, I mean, it's a big old TRX4. It's not light, it's not nimble, it's not particularly agile. It is the Rusty and Daphne are both TRX4s. So this would be the perfect opportunity for Sandy to come out and do the best of the 3 of them, because it's had the least amount of modifications, which is that perfect indication that don't do every mod, you know? Keep it down, keep it down. Now, what I'll say is this. Sandy is already doing the best of the 3 TRX4s on the day, but Sandy is the handfulest. That's you know what that is? That's a perfect 4. If you're gonna get the 4, take it right there. As long as we don't get a nose push. 11. Don't drop. Sometimes weight, you know, it's not all bad. It's bad when it's bad. Does that make sense? Like, just the fact that the weight exists doesn't necessarily, that's not a guarantee that the performance is going to fall off. Okay, that bumper's out so far. Oh, that was not a good reverse on my part, I don't think. Oh, maybe it was. I'm trying to look over him to see the white on the other side. Hey! Hey! Oh, no! My temptation is to say that was my fault because I was literally not looking. I looked down at my hands. Do I mulligan him? I mean, maybe it won't matter. See, I did that. But while not looking. Yeah. He's punched well above his weight. Oh, here comes the wind. He's done too well so far to go out on that one. Because, I mean, look, he's got 7 in the bag, I think. Yeah, all right. So maybe it won't even matter. Maybe it won't even matter. Maybe Sandy will blackjack, and then I won't have that nagging feeling in the back of my mind where I'm like, you gave him a free pass for no reason. You didn't go easy on the other 2. Do it, Sandy. Make up for driver errors. Also, I mean, at the same time, I think we said it was 20, and if you get 21, it's a bust. It should have been 21 from the beginning. Like, I don't think anybody hit the exact number except him. He hit 21. So it should have been 21. If it wasn't 21, somebody can go through all of the math and see who scored exactly a 20. I don't think it happened. And, I think Argentum might have gotten a 21. Or did he get a 22? It doesn't matter. So there you have it. I mean, if we were going by the strictest of stricts, those would be the 2 that carried. And every time we come out here and do one of these things, something like this, it's basically the first time. We've done other big series. We did Crawler Cross Raid. We did the Invitational that go way back. We've done similar approaches, but every time we come out here, we're mixing it up. The gates are changing. The courses are changing. We're doing something different. If we were going hardcore rules, these are the only 2 guys that make it out today. As it is, Sandy also provisionally moves on, but like these 2 guys right here are in the finals. They go to stage 4 where it gets much, much worse. The front 9 is basically a sporty course, and some of the gates out there are rough. It's really going to be an above or below the line sort of thing, and lowest score wins. We might see course maxes out there. Like if we allow Sandy to go through, Sandy might do triple digits at front 9. So do we want to see that? I genuinely have no idea. I mean, I think it's, on the one hand, it's fair, but at the same time, we kind of only want to see the ones that deserve to make it through, like these 2. Jake, as of right now, regardless of who ends up with the lowest score, which would be the top score at the front 9 in the finals, I think Jake the Snake has established himself enough that, like, he's kind of won this. He has 1 or 2 possible competitors, but he was, if memory is correct, he currently has the lowest score at Greenline. He had the best run in my memory at Deadline, and he was 2nd or 3rd fastest at Mavericks. So in terms of just overall consistency, Jake the Snake is far above everyone else. And we've only got 5 more rigs to run through stage 3, and then we have the determination phase where we decide who makes the finals. They go into the wheel of randomness to determine what the running order is, and I would like it to be the final round of 16, and we're just simply going to go by not just who made it, but who made it on what score. So that will be a determination made later. These 2 are through for sure. You know what else? We're through for sure. That was a fairly quick one. The wind, cold. The sun, hot. I'm not opposed to getting out of both of them and sitting down in the editing suite for about 4-5 hours until my buttocks fall asleep. So, hopefully today, if I can hope for one thing for you, it's that your buttocks don't fall asleep. I hope to see you in the next one. I hope that in between now and when we meet again, you one and all do your very best to have a good one, everybody. We will see you again here from the canyon with whatever other shenanigans we have on the day, and it'd be great to have you back. So I will leave it on a we'll see you then.